Atlasrand Gaming is now live. Streaming Elite. Dangerous. Elite Dangerous Colonization said. Stream Elements.
Greetings, Commanders. We're going to have a short little stream because the servers are going down tonight. And I was going to stream earlier, but, well, that didn't happen. So, I'm going to do a short little stream, I think. Okay, where am I here? I'm trying to get a carrier moving towards Colonia. Been trying to do that a good chunk of the day, but man, I had trouble logging in today. I don't know if any of y'all had trouble, but it was Trouble City in Elite today. There was probably about a 2-hour period I couldn't log in at all. Pretty bad. Not fun. Not fun at all.
07 said, Tortoise.
Hey Tortoise, how you doing? What's happening? You're on YouTube today.
07 Atlas said, Dan Debelis.
Let me calculate this real quick. So I'm gonna get this carrier jumping.
I've had
and
Orange Sidewinder on and off for a few days said, Tortoise.
Yeah.
I had issues as well said, Dan Debelis.
I had many issues today. The worst was about a 2-hour where I couldn't log in, but beyond that, like probably between 1 o'clock and 9 o'clock, so
well,
1 p.m.
said, Tortoise.
to 9 p.m. You know me, I have lots of accounts. Every time I try and switch an account, it would take about 15 minutes. Normally it's pretty instant. You don't really notice it. But yeah, it was horrible. I probably was in the game for about 3 hours today and waiting to be in the game for probably about 4 or 5 hours. It was crazy. All right, where are we going here? We are going over here next. I have no idea why we're going to go that low, but okay. Apparently that's where it decided going to go. So that's where we're going to go. So I've been doing two things for the last hour or so. One is getting this carrier finally leaving. Been trying to get it to go since Monday. And then, so this is my deep space carrier. It's got a couple of people aboard. It's going to go to Colonia, and then it's going to go to Sagittarius A, right in the middle. So the trip is going to be from here, zip, 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 all the way through here to Colonia, and then take a right at Colonia and go to Sagittarius A. I'm probably going to unload my visitors at Colonia because they need to get engineers. And I'm not in a huge rush to do this. Like I said, I was planning on doing it on Monday, but a variety of things kept me from actually getting to it. None the least of which, a lot of time spent testing limpets and harvesting raw resources, which I finally put out that 2-hour long video yesterday. And then yesterday, so I put it out in the morning, and then at night was actually up until 5 a.m. doing more testing with a few other folks from the Discord server, where we were able to get a few limpets to pick up shards.
I'm having problems logging into Elite, said Commander Lafinator.
Yeah, Lafinator, all day today, all day. I've wasted many hours just waiting to try and log in, and because I have multiple accounts, I switch accounts quite often, back and forth, and there's a lot of waiting, not a whole lot of playing going on today. I think they're having issues with their login servers. At least I assume they have separate servers for that.
It said, Commander Lafinator. Hey Atlas Rand. I watched your Exobio video, and I'm following your instructions. Out in the black for a while to see what I can find.
Oh, good.
Said.
Yeah, you'll make some good money.
Nevermore.
You will definitely make some good money. But yeah, something is definitely going on with these guys. So something else, guys, check this out. So this is my ship that I've outfitted finally. 365 light years jump range unladen, 348 light years current. Not too bad, right? Almost 350 light years per jump. And let's see, how far are we jumping here? Oh, just 215. That's barely even the hop, skip, and the jump here.
Just watching a black screen now after clicking login to Solo said. Commander
Yeah.
Lafenetu.
It's a lot of black screen. The problem is sometimes that black screen stays black, and sometimes after about 5, maybe 10 minutes, all of a sudden you get logged in. So don't assume that you need to F4, Alt F4 if you just see a black screen, because that black screen can change. Hello, Neutron. All right, where are we going next here? All right, carriers down there.
Patron the noob question, but what is a limpet for? Said. Restart gaming. Thanks. Will watch you while I wait. Said. Commander Lafenetu.
That's a good activity until it kicks me off. You know, that's usually how it works. All right, here's a 344 light year jump. Boom. All right.
Limpets for picking up materials and bringing them back to your ship. Said. Commander Lafenetu.
I should probably do a video on this, shouldn't I? Like how to travel as quickly as possible. Talk about what kind of ship to do, what it involves, and then just how far you can go. So you basically go 1,000 light years in about 7 minutes.
Atlas has a few vids that show them often how to use them. Said. Commander Lafenetu.
Yeah, I was going back through my videos last week, and I was kind of surprised that I've got over 150 videos now. Now, I think probably about 25 of them are not really training videos, but over 100 training videos for the game now. So I've been putting out a lot of stuff there. Now, also, a few of them are probably at this point not current, which is why I redid the video for raw materials and put it out yesterday. Because the old video that I had from last year on that topic is no longer true. So I'm going to have to get it updated. So I'm drinking something I've never had before, guys. I'm drinking a pickle juice lemonade. Anybody have that? Anyone try that before? It's from Popeyes. Popeyes chicken. I got chicken earlier today, and I noticed they had this pickle juice lemonade. I couldn't pass that up. I had to try it because I think I know what pickle juice tastes like. Cause
yeah, the collect materials with limpets off planets vids are all out of date. Said.
Yep, except
Commander
for mine.
Lafenetu.
Yeah, I think that
How
is actually
difficult
correct.
was the trip to Colonia? On my last dang unlock, Jameson, before heading out there, said. Devin SQ.
Well, it depends on how you go there. That's kind of the bottom line, right? So now you see these green bookmarks I have, green and orange bookmarks on the screen. So this is the beginning of the neutron highway. Everybody who's in the Atlas squadron here has it in their screens, and basically, has all the possible fast neutrons to get all the way out to Colonia. And is it hard? Not really. It is very repetitive. I'll tell you that. There's two ways to do it. One is as quick as possible, and that means ignore everything. You still want to, you still want to honk. And if I assume you know what honking is. Honking is this: it's holding your D-scanner button and making sure that you get a honk of the system. So you'll collect data, at least partial data about each system that you're in. Sometimes it'll be complete. Oh, this is kind of neat. So it's a neutron with some planets next to it. This one might actually be not a bad place for a building. Oh yeah, it's got a 4 or 3. Yeah, this wouldn't be bad to start to put a outpost in.
Devin SQ.
The other way to do it is nice and slow, and slowly go through. Don't worry about how fast you get there. Just kind of go in the direction of Colonia, and then gather exobiology data, gather planetary data, and by the time you reach Colonia, you're going to have billions with you. But that way is going to take longer. Historically, if you go to Colonia, if you don't use the neutron highway, I think it's going to take probably around 12 or 15 hours, somewhere in that range. If you do it slow on purpose in order to get more data and more money, it might take you a week. If you do it super fast, I think the record right now is something like 2 hours. I've never done it that fast. And right now, like, I think I have the longest range ship that I've ever had. But I've never actually done it. Yeah, 365 light years is what it's good for right now.
07 said. Draxter.
Hey, Drac, how you doing? So you can see where I am. I'm going through and jumping to all the future home locations for our group. Going down the neutron highway. And I was saying, I think this is the longest jump range ship I've ever had. I can do 300 over 350 per jump. But you don't need that. As you can see, like, this next one is only 128. It's barely a jump.
Draxter. Oh 07 Draxter said. Tortoise.
Hey, Drag, did you see that that application link I sent you?
Wow said. Draxter.
At least I think I sent. Yeah, I sent it to you. Yeah, Raven Colonial. Check that out. I've been talking to the author, and I think we're going to have a good solution for tracking what delivery goes where and what's moving along and what's getting done and what's not getting done very soon. All right. That's 130. Could have jumped there direct. 200. 350. I should be able to do 350. Why is it making me jump through the other one? What's my range? Is 354. I should totally be able to go direct. Why is it letting me? Let's do this. Okay.
Okay, I'll look it. I've been a little busy lately. They have Day of the Dead this weekend. 3-day weekend, so people want to go home early. I've been a little busy, said Dragster. Thanks for subscribing, Dark Chaos -87.
Gotcha.
Chaos Hugging Face said. Stream elements.
I better have zero cargo. Yeah. So what's the deal here? I should be able to totally make that jump. I don't need to go to that one. Why are you not letting me jump there? It's within range. Okay, how about this one?
Dark Chaos. Thanks for following.
That one jump? No. What are you doing? Game? Does it not know how to handle jumps this long? Exactly 350. Should be one jump. It's giving me two jumps. Why? Why are you giving me two jumps, game? I don't need this split up into multiple pieces. That's two jumps. Two jumps. I don't think it knows what my jump range is. Okay, it can do one jump there, but that's not where I need to go.
Said Kunderch burp.
Crazy. So one jump, 310. Well, 387 is obviously two jumps. How about 300? Better be one jump. And 25, one jump. No, that's 366. I know I can't do. Two, 3, 340. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to not want to let me jump even 340. It's limiting it to 330, even though I have a range of 350. And I don't think there's a way to override it, unfortunately. It's only going to jump what it thinks it can jump. Well, that sucks.
Hey Tortoise 414. How are you, bud? Said Dragster. That's some balls. I will never turn directly towards a neutron while the close. I've had many close calls, and dead calls doing that. I know they ain't scary, they're a fun hazard, said Dark Chaos.
They're actually not really that dangerous. What's more dangerous is the game going orange Sidewinder. All right, what did it send me? Demon. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so we're one jump out. But where's the closest neutron? Is right here. Didn't quite jump in the right direction. Okay, or that is the closest. Yeah, damn. I totally did not jump in the right direction. Wow. Okay. Um. Well, we'll have to do what we got to do here. Oh, interesting. No, next star is a no data. I'll have to scan that one. So the white dwarfs are definitely scary, but the neutrons are not really that scary.
Good Dragster, will finish my space farm installation tonight. Might start building my DBX for some exploration, said Tortoise. I'm going to lay some tracks toward the next neutron star, do about 5 to 7 small outposts heading toward Aquila 3, said
Yep.
Dragster.
Lea Thua.
Atlas, do you have in-game sound off? Said
Oh, do you not
Tortoise.
hear in-game sound? No, it should be. Let me check. It should be on, but let me check. Yeah, it is on, but you're obviously not hearing it. Okay, so I can turn that on for now, which will kind of be a combination of things, but including the background, but or game sound. But yeah, I'll have to check why the game capture isn't capturing the audio. It should, and it normally does.
I don't find dwarves scary either. It has been since Distant Worlds 2 since I've had a fun time with dwarves and neutrons. Said Dark Chaos Chaos. You're pretty quiet. I have the volume turned up a lot in YouTube. Said
I am pretty quiet. Okay, I can definitely see by my VU meter here that I'm exactly at the loudest that I normally stream. What are you on? You're on YouTube, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I would be quiet on YouTube. Let me check. Let me just refuel here real quick.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
God damn it. Charge me up.
Agreed, just a touch quiet. Said Devin Eskew.
Warning, frameshift drive
There we go.
operating
Finally.
beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Okay, let's figure out now. What was I going to check? Sound. Oh, you said sound's okay now? Okay. It could be too if I'm just talking quietly because I'm focusing on something else. But yeah, that from what I'm seeing, the sound's the same as always. Where's the next one? Oh, before I do that, let's see if the carrier's ready to jump.
I dropped off some liquid oxygen to the T3 from Edge Isles station last night. Find load me up one. Said
No, okay, cool.
Tortoise.
Thank you.
Well, I guess no elite for me tonight. I've tried like 5 times and keep getting the Scarlet Crate error. Said
Yeah, I had a lot of
Commander
trouble
Lafanato.
today, for sure. So this is where it's dropping the carrier. Interesting. So we are going to go down further. So the carrier is jumping at about the same speed that I am. It's doing it at 500 light years per stretch. I'm doing it at 300. See, how far away is this one? Oh, it's really short at 135. This one, 274, and this one. $270. That's not where I'm trying to go, though. I'm trying to go right there. Okay, so we're still going to go through that one. That's fine. But I think the next jump for the carrier is going to be right in this area. That'll kind of get us closer to it. All right.
Frameshift drive charged.
And then, next 2 jumps here, and then I will go back to finishing hauling. So, Turtle, were you able to unload any of my carrier at all or not? The CMMs?
4, 3, 2, warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
no, wasn't able to see or find the carrier. Said Tortoise.
Yeah, I was in that system. Okay, actually, I think I am where I... No, I should go down here. That one more jump. And then I can switch. Let's see how long it takes me to wait as I'm switching accounts.
Drive charging.
Hopefully not too long. Some of these neutrons have other suns and other planets where you can actually build stuff too. Oh man, look at this one. A beauty, huh? is a nice looking one. And we got another star here as well.
System scan complete.
Look at that. You could build stuff here. Primary is going to get swallowed up by this thing. So get yourself another northern light here. Let's go for a swim.
That's tasty fun said. Dark, dark, chaos, chaos.
Uh-huh. Exactly. That's fun stuff.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
Okay. How do we get out? Woo! That was fun. Let's do it again.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Yeah.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, we're moving fast too. Holy cow. Okay. So I'm gonna log off the ship here and switch back to the other account. And then we will be back. I don't know how long it's gonna take. This is, you know what? I kind of want to capture this. This is how pretty this is. What do you guys think? Is this a nice looking screenshot?
Definidil said. Devin Eskew.
Yep, let me get another one here.
Defiantly said. Devin Eskew.
Defiantly. It sure defiantly is. We'll use that in some future video. Eve. All right, good enough.
I have never gone through one of those so cleanly. Said. Devin Eskew.
I like neutrons. I've gotten to be a big fan. I look for them anytime I can. If I can take a neutron, I will always do it. All right, let's switch accounts. Start unloading the CMM. Yeah, I need some tunes going here.
My Mandy bounces around inside. Is it something where you need to press toward the middle to have it so clean on both sides? Said
You mean-
Devin SQ.
Yeah, I can show you how to do that very easily. Hang on one sec. Hey, is the video's frame rate decent for you guys? It looked like it popped up with kind of a slow encoding for a sec here. Before I go on, let me know. Oh, come on. Somebody tell me if the video is good or not.
Just for a moment, nothing major.
Okay, cool.
Said Devin SQ.
Okay. So, if your ship is shaking too much when you're going through a neutron or a white dwarf, what you gotta do
Video is good. Said
is go
Devin
into
SQ.
here. And
Was
then,
a little rough when you were at the neutron loading screen. Now
Uh-huh.
said Dan Debelis.
and then go down here. And you see this head bob scale? You could either turn it off completely or put it like I do on the bare minimum.
I still cannot get in. Said Commander Lafinatu. It's good. Said Dragster.
All right. You got that? That's all you got to do. Turn this setting down, and you're not going to be bouncing around inside of a neutron.
Good now. Said Dan Debelis.
Unlawful behavior in and around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation.
So, is there anybody here from the UK? Curtis, are you in the UK or are you in? Oh, you've told me before where you are.
Copy that. Said
All right.
Devin SQ.
Devin, you guys have daylight summer savings time or whatever on now, right? I'm trying to figure out what time the game's going to go down. It would be 2 hours from now or 3 hours from now. Or no, Devin, you're replying something totally different. If there's anybody in the UK, let us know what time it is there so I can figure out how long the game is going to be up before it goes down.
Yup. Said Devin SQ.
Okay. This is cool. Why
2
am I...
hours from now. Said
2 hours?
Commander Lafinatu.
Okay, because it normally would be 2 hours, but I thought if you guys have daylight savings time or whatever it's called up there, that it would be shifted by an hour because it's 5 UTC right now. Normally it would go down at 7 UTC, but I don't know if the daylight savings time affects that. Guess we'll find out. We'll be here till it goes down.
It's
Okay.
about 6 a.m. The UK. Said Commander Lafinatu.
It's 6 a.m. in the UK now? Okay. So doesn't it normally go down at 7? So it's not an hour from now? Let's see if Narco wakes up and gets on here.
Yep, their web page says they'll be going down about an hour from now.
Okay,
Said
that's what I thought.
Commander Lafanetu.
Yeah, because they have their time shifted now. All right, well, I guess we'll only be here for an hour.
Last 2 weeks, it has gone offline at 11 p.m. Pacific for me. Said Devin SQ. The servers go down 7 a.m. UTC, that's 2 hours from now, said Dragster.
Well, do they go down at 7 UTC or do they go down at 7 UK time? Two different things.
I'm in PDT, which is UTC -8, said Commander Lafanetu. "7 a.m. UTC," said Dragster. Per their website, they do maintenance every Thursday morning at 7 a.m. UTC, said.
Okay, but that means their
Lafanetu.
employees have to get in an hour earlier now, though, doesn't it? Well, we'll find out. I haven't been keeping track. That's why I asked. Well, we'll get as much hauling down as we can by that point. Where's my other carrier at?
That's 2 a.m. Austin, Texas. Time, said Dragster.
Yeah, I mostly live by UTC anyway. My watch is generally on UTC. Alright, this is annoyingly loud, I swear, guys. Let me turn that down. Or off. There we go. And that's a bug. It's been around for a long time. I really wish they would just fix the music. So that's in 526. Okay, that's good. And then commodities market. All good stuff.
Okay, it seems I was wrong. I'm quarantine minus 7 UTC, so they're going to do maintenance 2 hours from now, said Commander Lafanetu.
All right. Oh.
When it is not daylight saving, I'm minus 8 UTC, said Commander Lafanetu.
Okay, cool. About 9 more minutes. At least the carrier jumps are back to 15 minutes apart. That was pretty annoying when that was screwed up. Drac, you there? You at work or you? Yeah, you've got to be still at work, right? Anyone here if this is supposed to be normal or extended downtime?
Yeah, said Draxter. At work, said Draxter.
You got your Steam Deck at work or
Have
laptop?
Earbuds on, can hear you, said Draxter.
Yeah, did you check out that app? That link that I sent you earlier, Drac? I'm gonna do a video about it tomorrow, probably. But it may be the first app that kind of helps us track materials across multiple builds.
They didn't say anything, so Normal said Draxter. I've been using spreadsheets, said Draxter.
Yep, I know. And we blackouted.
Hi all, said Dustin Webb. I was think of making an app for colonization, said Draxter.
Yeah, that's well, check out the one I sent you, and then if you want to get some guys building an app, that'd be great.
Filling my carrier at the moment, said Dinoshire.
Filling your carrier. Yep, well, mine's filled and jumping to its unloading spot right now.
Dev post is saying the maintenance may take X extra time, said Commander
Oh, really?
Lafinetu.
Hmm.
Not bad, the app that is said. Dragster. I was thinking more like a Game Glass looking app, tracking multiple accounts, multiple builds, said Dragster. Does the delivery address call 359 sec only exist in Odyssey? When I inputted it in my system map, nothing came up. I'm still running Horizons.
Yeah, it's
Guess I
Odyssey
need
only.
to switch, said
I
Dustin West.
Unless you have some particular hardware related reason for writing Horizons, I would definitely be running the much more newer game code of Odyssey. Anyway, I never heard back when I asked you guys. Has anyone ever tried a pickle juice lemonade? That's why I was drinking earlier today. It's the weirdest flavor because it does taste like both at the same time, both like lemonade and like pickles.
System will be same through all versions, just the access to the required ships may not be available, said Dark Chaos.
Yeah, that's not true. We're literally building cities in Odyssey. And they're not showing up in the old version. So I don't know how you can say they're the same. They're not.
Sounds good. Might try that, said Tortoise.
Well, I don't know if you can find it for sale, but here in the US, it's currently being sold by Popeyes, which is a chicken place, a nationwide chain. I've never seen it before, so I thought I would try it.
I mentioned this the other night. It's just I got stuck on the tutorial. I'll just go back and do it. As for pickle lemonade together, not sure about that. Ahaha said. Dustin Webb. Sounds like an interesting drink, said Devin
It's-
Eskew.
It's not horrible. I don't know that I would want to order it every day, but honestly, I probably drink it occasionally. It's a
I'll
weird
just throw some
combination of
pickle
flavor.
juice in a glass with lemonade, said
I think that's all
Tortoise.
they do. You just take some pickle jar juice and put it in with some lemonade. So yeah, that would probably taste exactly like what I drank. All right, I think we're finally here. Time to load up.
I love Popeyes. Popeyes chicken is the best, said Draxter.
You don't have that in China, dude. Come on. It's probably not being sold. Oh, it is being sold. Awesome. Sweet. Oh, that's right. I set it up for Tortoise History. So it should be. All right. Yeah, so Tortoise, you are correct in that if you couldn't find my ship, it's because I sent it to my first system because it was 5 a.m. and I was really sleepy. And so instead of sending it to this system, I sent it to my first one and just sat there all day. The carrier I'm talking about. So now finally I got it over in this system. In this nice
Add vodka and you got the new trending drink this summer.
oh, you're
said
probably right about that.
Dustin Webb.
Yeah, right?
In LA, said Draxter.
I got my pistachio planet here. This will be really good. It's made of pistachio ice cream. All right, so
Haha said Tortoise.
and I just need to go to who's Star Chaser and who's the Berg. Is anybody one of those ships? Oops, point of interest and some colonization. Yep. All right, there. Oh, hey, at least it's not blocked by a planet this time. Yesterday I had to fly around. I did have somebody else mention that they dropped off 20,000 titanium yesterday. So should be a little further along. I gotta check out, see what's for sale at the other guys' places. At James and I forget the other dude's name. That's in the bubble here.
Good night, folks. Gotta hit the sack if I can't get into the game, said
Yeah, man.
Commander
Have a good one.
Lafanetu. Cia on another stream rant said.
Yep, we'll
Commander
catch you later.
Lafanetu.
Elfnir, that's that. That's what I meant. I think both Elfnir and James and maybe even Joey have stuff for sale currently. So I'll fly out and check out, see what they got for sale.
Joey and Agile said. Tortoise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta stupid log out and log in. Is it that bug they keep not fixing? Okay, cool. Actually, I think I have more than enough. Somebody else brought some board. 81%. We got 8K aluminum, which Narco said he's going to take care of. I got more than enough CMM. So all we got left is liquid oxygen, 10K, and steel, 15K. All right, let's go shopping. I think this is Elfnir system, I believe. Either that one or the one below it. I think that's his. I was like, where's the stations? I don't see stations. Eagle's Edge, right?
You guys loading? Said Devin SQ.
Unloading.
Agile selling liquid oxygen, said Tortoise.
Is it? Okay. I think he's got steel too, doesn't he? We'll find out. Yeah, I can't wait to actually have a station that sells something myself. Jesus, my first system full of stations doesn't sell diddly squat.
Good morning, Atlas and Commanders, said Lord
Narco,
Narcoki.
we're just talking about you. You're starring in my latest video.
07 Narco, said Tortoise.
No, I definitely feel a lot more confident about having this thing done before I leave my trip.
Lord Narkowski, how are you, said Draxter. 07 Tortoise, said Lord Narkowski. I'll head that way. Any place I can ditch my Mandy and deploy my T9, said Devin SQ.
That depends. I mean, there's stations here, if that's what you're asking. So there's no stations in that system, in my system, but there's stations and systems in, I think, all systems right around me. Where's Bay 02? Right. Oh, I'm stuck. Damn it.
Yup said. Devin SQ.
Yeah, like this station that I'm in is right next door.
I love the way the AI pronounces your name, said.
Narkowski?
Jackster.
Mm-hmm. He's Polish now. His name is Narkowski. Narkowski. Narkowski, yeah. Yeah, if you guys haven't
Hey
seen
there, Jackster, I quote, "am good thanks. A little blurry," I'd said.
Yeah.
Lord Narkowski.
If you guys haven't watched my last video from earlier this morning, NarcoWiki is the main character in that video. Oh, we got a healthy, look at that, 148,000 polymers here. Holy shit, he's got a real market. 20,000 semiconductors. Tritium's a little low because obviously people have been buying. He's got plenty of liquid oxygen. I don't know that we even need to fly a carrier anymore. The only thing he's really missing is steel and titanium. He's got aluminum here. He's got all the other stuff. Let me see what he's got set up here. So we're in this station right here, Eagle's Edge. And let's see what's on the planet. On the planet, we have
said.
3
Traxxer.
installations. A surface settlement. A little bitty one, it looks like. Little tiny little one. And then we have... So that's a refinery settlement. Then we have a colony that is refinery colony. And then we have...
I may buy a new alt just to call him Narkovsky, said.
You
Lord
should.
Narkowski.
Lord Narkovsky, yeah. Then we have a refinery. It's another refinery. And then we probably have a third refinery. That's what I figured. So he's got 3 refineries. He's got a colony that is a refinery type. And he's got... Where's the last one here? I saw another one. Here it is. And he's got a refinery economy city, like one of these things. So 4 different things on the planet, 1 above the planet. And this station is cranking out metal like there's no tomorrow. Well, all the materials we need. How about CMM? Any CMM? I guess that would be a surface only, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. But no, this is really good. Surprisingly good, actually. So I'll just take whatever steel he does have. Thank you. And then I guess the liquid oxygen. Take some of that. Like so. Mm-hmm. Oh, how much is tritium here for? I know it's sold out, but what was the price? 50, so normal price. Okay. And let's see if he's buying anything too while I'm here. He's got high demand for damn near everything here. Interesting. Just not steel. Yeah, everything else is in high demand. So how much is low temperature diamonds are only 10 or 100,000, so it's not very good. 178 for monazite. Yeah, good luck with that. Cool. Yeah, he's definitely producing everything. And the planet he's on. Where's my cursor? There we go. The planet he's on is an ice world. It's not even a high metal content world. So basically a nice world with 4 refineries on it and a large station floating above it. And I think he's building another large station over here. Oh, he's building a tier 3 one. Yeah. So this planet must have a lot of stuff on it too then. Yeah, it's a 6th planet. That explains it. That makes total sense. So he's got all 5 filled on there. I only saw 4 though. What's the 5th one?
I think the star of your last video was the plucky little limpet at the
4.
end said.
Well, that's
Lord
true too.
Narkalki.
5.
Good station he has there. Also known as my T9 garage said. Tortoise.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully I can turn my T3 into an exact same thing, massive producer here. Because I also got 5 slots for that. Man, T3s are just so much shit to build though. Okay, so let's jump back, drop this off. 7 light years. Yeah, this is one benefit of having been late in my construction. Is, I guess I don't want to go past it, otherwise I'll never start flying. Is that all these guys are way ahead of me in their builds, so there's actually usable materials being produced here now. And if I would have started exactly when they started, that would not be the case.
My cat just turned my PC off said. Lord Narkalki.
Jesus Christ, dude. I guess the cat wanted something from you. Oh shit, I'm going way too fast. If I had a nickel every time I said, oh shit, I'm going way too fast, I could buy another character for this game.
Food at a guest said. Lord Narkalki.
Well, you are his slave, so yeah. Yeah, I got a meaning to check on this planet. I haven't mapped it, really? At some point. Guess I'll have to. Another benefit of building a T3 as the first station, you don't have to deal with the crazy construction station that's trying to
Say
kill
that
you.
I'm going too fast kind of talk, for the wife said. Lord Narkowki.
Fair enough.
Haul that product, said Ricardo's Gaming.
Hey, how you doing, Rick? Calling the product indeed.
Gay Ricardo said. Tortoise. Hey there, Richard said. Draxter. Smile said. Ricardo's Gaming.
Rick, check out my last video where Narco is the main star. Well, his limpet anyway.
Doing well. About to start my day said. Ricardo's Gaming. Morning Rico 7 said. Lord Narkowki.
I am making progress on my
Day Narco
T3.
said. Ricardo's Gaming. Lol said. Ricardo's Gaming.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty funny video. But yeah, I'm slowly schlepping material to my absolutely brilliant. Hey, let's build the T3 project. Which is fun. But it's coming along. It's over 80% done, which is awesome. So just like I think 2 more carrier loads, maybe. That should be it. No, 3 more carrier loads. And it'll be done. So which side are you falling on, Rick? Are you on the I'm kind of over the whole colonization thing and let's get back to other gameplay? Or are you still excited about the colonization aspect. I'm about 60-40 on that right now.
The T3 will be called Lord Narkowski, said Draxter.
Well, it's definitely not going to be called Lord Narkowski, but there will be a station called Lord Narkowski. That's assuming he gets into the top 5. You know, you never know. I'm pretty sure that Drax going to have the #1 position in that list. I'm hoping I'm in the top 5. That would
Thanks
suck
for
if I'm not.
following.
Hey, Drape. What's going on? I think I need to fly in a little more of a curved path so I don't get slowed down as much on the next run. It's obviously down there. Man, I can just taste that pistachio
I
ice
think they
cream.
may have dropped a clanger with it. I think they should have set a minimum distance as well as a max that would stop people bunching up, said Ricardo's Gaming. I'll have more time to help you the next 3 days, said Draxter.
A minimum versus maximum distance. Like for what? There's a 200-kilometer minimum distance for planetary outposts. Or are you referring to them putting all 3 stations in that one system in the exact same spot, which was, I think was hilarious. I love that.
I'll hit up James' system to load up. It will save me time, said Draxter.
I gotta log out again.
Unloading on both carriers, said Devin SQ.
I think the only stuff that's still needed is just on the first one, on Fill Me Up 1. Fill Me Up 2 has smaller stuff which has already been finished.
No lie, said Ricardo's Gaming.
Oh, light years. Oh, you wanted to make sure that people don't. Well, I mean, how can you bunch up because the stars don't really move? So you're kind of, the stars are already there. Or are you saying that you can't be next to, like, if there's a star that's 5 light years away, that's too close? Is that what you mean? That would seem kind of strange to me. Okay, let's move the CMM. 82%.
Yeah, the max lie has to change a little, said Draxter. Copy that, said Devin SQ.
Well, yeah, what do you
So
mean by
instead of them
minimum
having
distance, though?
just a max range, which they still need, I think a minimum distance of 16 light from a system, said
Oh.
Ricardo's Gaming.
Well, no, definitely not, Ricardo. Are you kidding? I'll show you the map. This is literally
Well, look
why
what is happening down in
we're
Thugway
where
Land,
we
said
are.
Ricardo's Gaming.
So you can see this is our little bubble where every person in this, within like a 10 light year range, is part of my Discord. And we're all working together to plan the economy so that people produce different things. And right now, like, we have full production of every material except for CMM. Everything else can be produced locally here now. And I think that works because we're close enough that all these systems are trading with each other now.
Thanks for subscribing. Traps 3 Hugging Face said. Stream elements. What's going on Thargoid Land? Said. Dragster. 07 tuning in from Japan. Your tutorial vids have been very helpful said. Kima Hane.
Thank you. I'm glad you're making good use of them. Well, what is going on in Thargoid Land? I haven't been in Thargoid Land since like before colonization started. Anybody else gone Thargoid hunting since colonization came out? I mean, even Meccan I don't think has been doing that. Oh, you mean as far as the construction? Okay, okay. I thought you meant like what's going on with the Thargoids. Yeah, as far as construction, I think they're kind of testing stuff just like we are here. They're just less successful at it.
Maybe it just needs to be slowed down. I dunno said. Ricardo's Gaming.
That could be. I did say that I was surprised that they're allowing people to build more than one new system per week. I guess I kind of originally assumed when they opened this up that they would only let us build one per week because people are building one per day. In fact, our own Drac here wants to do that as well. Once he's done helping his friends, right? Oh, did I have... Oh, shit. I forgot to turn on... Guys, you need to remind me if I forget to turn on game sound. Because I know how much you guys love getting those bleeps and blurbs.
Contact confirmed. Clamps engaged. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
Tight, have plans this weekend, said. Dragster. Yup said. Dragster. 5 this weekend, said. Dragster.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
10 more next week, said. Dragster.
Landing clamps disengaged. You have liftoff.
Cutting to next neutron, said. Dragster.
Neutrons are fun.
All those goods. Off to start work, said.
Yeah.
Ricardo's Gaming.
We'll catch you later, Ricardo.
Said. Ricardo's Gaming. 07.
Have a good one.
Dragster. 07. Rick said. Lord Narkowski. Said. Dragster.
So it is, what, 7 a.m. in the UK right now?
And I can still haul another 20, 30k tons for you, Atlas. Let's see what's left when servers come up, said.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be that much to haul, dude. I mean, they'll for sure be at 10, but I don't know if you're gonna have 20. So you might well finish it if you haul tomorrow. Well, yeah. I mean, it's today for you. It's tomorrow for me. 'Cause you're living in Tomorrowland. I'm still in yesterday. Although I guess technically it's not Saturday. Yeah, it's actually
Almost
Thursday
done.
already.
Lord Narkowski.
Yeah.
Got 66 minutes left, said Dragster.
Yep.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
Well, I think if Rick watches that video, he'd get a kick out of it because it did turn out pretty good. You watched it, right, Narco?
I'm in La La Land, said Dragster.
Docking successful.
You are in La La Land, that's for sure.
Engaged.
Oh yeah, I gotta log off again because I forgot to double. Yeah. Yeah. So dumb. Like all this logging off and back in order to drop off my cargo because I forgot to look twice before. Come on. Come on, game.
Going to take aluminum up to 5,000, then I'll grab some CMM comps as well, said.
You don't need
Lord
CMM, dude.
Narkowski.
I've got more than enough CMM here. And we only need like 9,000 CMM. I have 12,000 here. So if you're gonna bring stuff, I think the only thing that's needed to bring is steel. Oxygen is available next door. He's got more than enough. And I've got more than enough CMM here.
Incoming
And
message.
obviously I'm not going to finish all 9,000 before server down. So if you want to haul CMM, but you can buy the CMM from the server because it's set up for friends. So let me just make sure you are a friend. You might be an enemy.
Landing gear retracted.
Your Lord Narkovsky account is set up. Which account are you going to use? Which character when you're out here with the carrier? Make sure that character sends me a friend request right now. How did the system colonization ship get closer to me? I mean, it feels like it's significantly closer than
Fair
it was
enough.
before.
Steel is rubbish here, a TV song said. Lord Narkowski.
Oh, because I'm right next to it. That's how.
Docking request granted.
Steel is rubbish there. Yeah, steel is bad everywhere. I mean, that's the problem. That's why I think it's going to be the last thing that gets filled up here. Where are you getting your steel, Drac?
It's open to squad members, said Devin SQ.
It's open to squad and friends, but I think there's a bug with squad. So if you can't get access, send a friend request to Gina Rand. I'll post it in here.
Gina Rand said. Atlas Rand.
And I will get your friend request accepted, and then you can have access to the carrier. I would leave it unopened. The problem is that I've had stuff just disappear, and it's not like people are putting it into my station. They're just buying it for their own stuff.
Docking successful. Engine
Okay, did I? Oh, I didn't yet. Okay. All right. Yeah, so there's 9,000 liquid oxygen, 10,000, let's say, 15,000 steel.
Said Devin SQ.
I'll finish the CM. Well, there's more than enough CMF on my ship. I'll get as much as I can, and anybody else can pick up more. And then 8,000 aluminum. Devin sent. Okay, let me accept it here. Hang on a sec.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, you should have access. The character that carrier belongs to is about 2,000 light years away.
Dakota Dark said.
I have to always
Devin
log in.
SQ.
Yep, you should be in.
Access granted. Commander, you are good to approach the landing pad. Request accepted. Your docking computer has assumed control.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
And Arco, you know what I figured out was the best ship to go do brain trees with? Is a Type 8.
Touchdown. Enjoy your
Because
stay. Welcome,
you
Commander.
can hold 250 limpets in that thing. And you can have 3 size 5 limpet collectors in there. And that combination gives you 9 limpets with 250 total. And for brain trees, that's going to be exactly what you need.
Landing gear.
Devin, you're able to land and everything? Everything good?
Plans
All right.
released. Launch is go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Take care, Commander. This is Control. Signing off.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yup said. Devin SQ.
Cool.
using the neutron route to get the Type 8 out the Raya soon said. Lord Narkowski.
Yeah.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I've now got the route to HIP 36609 601 in the link to all my videos now as well. Makes it a lot faster. But the good thing about the Type 8 is it's actually
Docking successful.
it's about as the furthest range jumping ship that is capable of having that much cargo space. So fewer jumps. Obviously twice as many as flying out there in the Mandalay.
Greetings to all visitors. Please align to your side path, and thanks for choosing this facility.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
What do we got? About 45 minutes left.
Frameshift drive charging.
I explained why Limpets aren't able to gather shard material in the comments on your last video. I also posted the explanation on the said Hellsgate.
Hey, Hellgate. Yeah, I think I commented on your comment. Unless somebody had a very similar comment and I commented on their comment, but we'll take a look. I don't know what they changed exactly, but it's pretty obvious
Hello,
that the
Mer
limpets
streamer said.
blow up immediately
Brombird.
as soon as they're close
I
to the
was
ground.
just lurking, said Brombird.
You're just lurking. Okay, lurk away. Okay. Hit the next load.
Welcome, Commander. Maintain a conservative speed around this carrier. Clearance denied. You need to move within 7.5 kilometers. That's an affirmative.
What are
See
you
soon,
working on?
Commander.
Coriolis done. Kappa said. Brombird.
Didn't do a Coriolis. It's a T3. One of the ones with the ring. So, working on that still. It's at about 80%. How about yourself? Are you building stuff?
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I do. I was checking out nebulas to colonize, but then realized that none of the stations near nebulas have construction service.
Yep.
C said.
Yeah, you gotta go
Brombird.
from the bubble.
Landing gear retracted.
Clamps have released. You have liftoff.
I would love to have a tritium extraction colony, but I don't know if you can actually focus specific commodity, said Brombird.
If you have a decent population,
Need to investigate, said Draxter.
well, yeah, I think what he was actually saying is, look at what's going on with Meccan.
Vessel has
That's what he means by Thargoid land.
control. Signing off.
Like he thinks that they've basically built out multiple stations in every single system in the entire area where Thargoids are. So, which I'm okay with, but I don't know. Some people don't like that. Hell, I was when I was shooting my videos for shooting the brain trees to get raw materials. There's now a station in that system. Like, you know, you used to have to fly to it with multiple jumps with just filling up on star fuel. You don't even have to have a fuel scoop anymore. You just fly there and there's stations the whole way. And then there's a large, a Coriolis anyway, in that system right now. So I think the bubble has grown to the point now where you can't.
Thank you for visiting our carrier.
It's
We have a number of services.
it's very different. Like we'll be talking about how it used to be about the old bubble, which was the bubble up until about a month ago. Because the new bubble has services in a lot of locations that we didn't before. I'm gonna guess probably we're about maybe 2 months out from the big Guardian sites having stations in those systems now. So you'll be able to fly out and get your Guardian stuff and then immediately have a station that might have a broker in there.
Deployed.
That's one thing that'd be cool to do. I don't know if there's any way to influence it, but maybe it's totally random. But I would love to have a broker in my station. How cool would that be?
Which confirms my theory about the settlement level is above the ground level, said Hellsgate.
Landing complete. Enjoy your stay. We've got you, Commander.
The settlement level is above ground level. What do you mean by that? Okay, this time I'm going to remember to go in there twice.
Cargo hold
Okay.
at maximum capacity.
The bubble is no longer a bubble, it's a Zeppelin, a Led Zeppelin said.
Taking damage.
Trackster. I want a broker, tech and material on my FC said.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I think having a broker in a system that's in on the either at or one jump away from a neutron that's a ways out of the bubble would make everybody who's making the move have go to that broker because nothing else is closer.
Take care, Commander. This is Control. Signing off.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
I think even right now, most of the brokers that are used are on the outside of the bubble. They're right on the edge. Either people going to Guardian sites, or people going to Thargoid areas, or people getting ready to go to Colonia, and they're upgrading their human equipment. All of those brokers are kind of on the edge.
You have all those standing around. You can get them to sell stuff said. Dragster.
I know, right?
The FC said.
They should.
Dragster.
docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right, 83%. Might be able to finish the CMM before the downtime.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
Planetary settlements rise above ground level after they are built, so they are just above actual ground level. It's theoretically placed there by the colonization system, said Hellsgate.
So you're thinking that well, that's actually very similar to what I was saying on the video, that or maybe in the live streams if it's not in the video. My thought is they raised the mesh, the what do you call it? The I'm
Jumping my carrier
Blanking
to
out.
Matalan to get some steel, said Lord Narcotic.
all right, cool, Marco, thanks. There's a name for it that I'm blanking out on. But yeah, basically there's an invisible mesh in games that is the edge of where you can
Flight practices near this carrier, Commander.
you can push through or step on as a character. And if done well, you can't tell that it's a separate mesh because it aligns with everything else. But if it's not done well, you'll have areas where you can clip through what visually looks like you shouldn't be able to because the mesh isn't there preventing you from getting in. And the areas where you can stand and it looks like you're hovering because the visual representation does not align with that. Yeah, what is the word? I'm totally blanking out what that word is. It's like blah 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 mesh. But yeah, that is my thought as well. Obviously can't prove that without looking at source code, but I think it's a very likely scenario that what they did is they raised it higher than it previously was, and where previously the limpets could actually dip visually into the ground slightly to pick things up without hitting anything. Now they're no longer able to do that because they're hitting the destructibility higher up.
Secure. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
Correct Navmesh, said Hellsgate.
So yeah, I think that's Navmesh. There you go. So I think that's very likely the cause. It could be something else, obviously, but that is the likely scenario to me because I've watched these things blow up for over 12 hours. Like I've spent a lot of time watching exactly when they blow up, how they blow up, what are they next to, and they can still hit a tree and not blow up. Like they can get caught in trees without exploding, which was always the case in the past as well. If you're low enough the trees render, they can actually get stuck in a tree without exploding. But when they are right next to it's not even touching the ground, it's like right above the ground, they just blow up.
Collision mesh, said
There you go, collision mesh. That's right. It's not nav, it's collision mesh. Yeah, exactly.
Landing gear retracted.
I remember how much of a pain in the ass that was back when I was making mods for Ark Survival Evolved. I made a number of mods for that game.
Passive income work. What kind of money do you get from colonies?
It's shit.
Said
Don't
Bromberg.
pretend you don't get
I think
anything.
they
It's
added
really
another
small
Navmesh
amounts of
for
money.
settlements, but the shard release code uses the old ground level mesh instead of the settlement level mesh, said Hellsgate.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, we just don't know, obviously, but it sure seems like the change isn't with the limpets, but rather the change is with where the limpets actually connect with something that makes him blow up. And you used to be able to see limpets going slightly underground. Now, interestingly, I don't think it's in the video, but we did this on the live stream yesterday. You can see the Mandalay's door that opens on the bottom, the hatch, can actually dip below that mesh, which is why the Mandalay can even pick up things that the limpets can't pick up, because it can literally traverse that mesh and go slightly underground. But clearly the limpets can't do that.
They fixed the ground level, but the individual trees they
Docking
haven't
request granted.
fixed. When it's too much coding, they avoid making the fix, said Draxter.
Well, I kind of hope they don't fix the trees, because if they fix the trees, then we're totally screwed. We're just back to only collecting raw materials with, buggies.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Well, 4,500 CMMs left.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Draxter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That'll be pretty close.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Agreed. Cargo hatches don't have destruction code attached to them. I think what's most likely to have happened is that they just didn't think about changing the shard release code, said Hellsgate.
This is Flight Control. Obey standard flight practices near this carrier, Commander. Request confirmed. Move to your designated pad, Commander. Request accepted. Your docking computer has assumed control.
They have proximity issues when it comes to trees and rocks, etc. That's why you don't see the whole planet with trees. Their game engine can't render stuff when it's too close together, said
Yep.
Draxter.
Landing gear deployed.
Thank you for
shutdown.
following
Welcome, Commander.
Decarian Smile Set. Stream Elements. Decarian. Thanks for following.
Airlock malfunction on deck A. Maintenance units, please respond.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Confirmed. Ship released. You have liftoff.
Hey, the Karen, what's going on?
Take care, Commander. This is Control, signing off.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Three 3,739 cmm left. Said. Devin SQ.
Yep, and I'm bringing another load, so it'll be less even.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Docking request denied. Hull integrity compromised.
Ooh, I'm getting shot at.
Docking request granted. Target destroyed. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay, 2,900 cmm left.
It's 7:35 a.m. here in the UK. Are
Yep.
you on the West Coast?
Engines engaged.
Said. Hellsgate.
I'm in Austin, Texas. Man, I gotta drop these bounty off. No, I had that many bounties. Devin, if you're gonna want to do any help after the CMM is done, which is obviously totally up to you. But if you do, then the easiest thing is just to jump to the system right next door. Oops. Let me just slow down here. Okay, there we go. It is this one right over here. Cole 359 sector blah blah blah. Or no, it's not. It's this one. It's Cole
Loved
359
visiting there
sector
last year.
ENI dash.
Devin Eskew.
Oh, cool, yeah. B11-3. So this system that has everything except for steel. So all the remaining stuff, there's a little bit of steel, just not much of it, but everything else is available in that system. That's where I'm going to plan on schlepping the rest of the stuff. And then I think Drac, you're loading up steel, or you're going to be loading up steel, dropping some off
Hello, Commander.
after the downtime, right?
Access granted. Commander, you are good to approach the landing pad. That's an affirmative. See you soon, Commander.
When is the downtime kicking off? Said.
It is
Hyperion.
in 25 minutes. So we should be able to finish the CMM before downtime. I'm assuming anyway. If not, I can always finish it tomorrow.
Landing gear retracted.
But the CMM is really the only thing that's not available next door.
Steele said. Dragster.
Yeah, steel isn't readily available, but it's still available. It pops up 600 at a time. So if you go there at the right time, you can still load up your ship. But a lot of people are going there right now.
And whatever is left said. Dragster. Copy
Landing
that.
complete.
It's where I
Enjoy
left
your
my
stay.
Andy and
Welcome to
deployed
this
my
carrier,
T9
Commander.
said.
Well,
Devin Eskew.
I think Narco said he'll take care of the aluminum. So there's like 8,000 aluminum. And then if you're gonna work on the steel, then we're just about done. The only thing left after aluminum, steel, and CMM is liquid oxygen. I think there's 10,000 liquid oxygen left, something like that.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. You have liftoff.
What am I doing? Hello.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And there's also another station next to that one as well, or another system, I should say, that has a station that's producing materials as well. But that one doesn't have as much population, so there's less materials there.
The Davy Jones is parked at refinery. I'll get it loaded and send it to your T3 tonight, said.
Okay, cool.
Dragster.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Uh, $2,100 left. Basically 3 shiploads. And we got 20 minutes. So yeah, we should be able to do it.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Hull integrity compromised.
Come on.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
1,387 left said.
Nice.
Devin Eskew.
God damn it. But too early again.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We have a number
Pretty
of
long
services
delay on
available.
YouTube right now. I just checked the clock on YouTube versus my clock here,
Clearance granted. Move directly
and
to
it
your landing
is
pad.
35 seconds delayed right now, which is quite a bit more normal. Normally, I think it's been running around 15 seconds or so.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact confirmed. Ship is secure. Welcome, Commander.
So, unfortunately, didn't get it to be done by today's downtime, but never really thought I would. So. It'll be done by next week.
At maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Confirmed. Ship released. Maintain a controlled speed until clear.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
$603 left.
Landing gear
I'm assuming you got that.
released.
I'll start heading to the system across the way here to pick up a load of liquid oxygen.
Have the last seat back. Landing now.
Perfect.
Set. Devon Askew.
Frameshift drive charging.
Actually, let me go to Joey's system. Jack, do you remember which one's Joey's? Is it the 359 up here? This one? Nope. If his can't remember his name. It's up my head. Spot Dodger. Yeah, this whole area is getting filled up, man. There's people moving in still. I don't remember it being this populated.
That one said. Dragster.
Which one? Sergeant Dodger. Oh, here's Joe. Yeah. Let's
NIB 11 -3 said.
check him out.
Dragster.
Frameshift drive charging.
11 minus 3? Minus 5. Or maybe it's a different one. Unless he's got two systems. I don't know. But it had his name on here. Downtime should be in about 10 minutes. He's got the TV. He's got two systems here, or two stations here. All right, let me see what this
Smashing
is.
into the station is a quicker way of getting in than autopilot. Expensive though said. Lord Narkowski.
Sure. Oh, this one doesn't look like it's. Holy shit, this is a nice system. Why didn't I grab this one? 6665? The hell, man? How did I not see that? I totally would have grabbed that. I was the first one here. I had my pick of systems, and I pick a very mediocre one.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I'm trying to get my cutter and fleet carrier before I mess with it, stuff said. Decarian.
Yep, that's not a bad idea. This isn't going to go anywhere. You got plenty of time.
Hope there will be some good systems left by the time I'm ready. Lol said.
There's 400 million of them. It's the more people expand, the more you can get to better systems, because every system that gets expanded into opens up another set of systems to jump into. So there's really no such thing as being too late to this party. I can't believe you got a system this good though. Yeah, it's not turned on yet, so he may have crap for sale here.
Alpha Tango Lima. Greetings, Commander. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area. Landing permitted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-4. You are clear for automated approach,
400
Commander.
billion actually, said. Battle Vortex. My thought as well. I built one with a dock. Waiting to see how it all shakes out. Said. Devin S.
What did I say, Vortex? Nice of you to stop by, say hi. Wait, are you getting up or are you going to bed?
Graham Shepard. Thanks for following.
T-minus 5 minutes. It's like being more careful at a station that's not spinning than one that is spinning. Come on, dude. Hurry up.
Attention 07 Commander on the deck. Said. Hell's Gate. You did million. Said. Battle Vortex. Want to wrap up unlocking the engineers before I worry about it. Said. Devin SQ.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
NIV 11-3 said.
Got tritium?
Dragster. Midnight bathroom break. Said.
Oh, there you
Battle
go.
Vortex.
Perfect. Perfect timing. He's got aluminum. That's about the only useful thing he's got. He does not have liquid oxygen, unfortunately. I'll grab a stack of aluminum to bring back. Make Narco's life a little easier.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Let's see what he's got on this planet. So he's got 4 array. Jesus. These guys have been building like crazy. That's why I never see him in the streams anymore.
-3 said.
Landing
Dragster.
gear retracted.
Thanks for subscribing. Graham Shepard hugging face said. Stream elements.
Settlement. Settlement. Building another settlement. And another settlement. So he's got
Did they post about the downtime?
4 settlements.
Said.
Yeah,
Battle Vortex.
they said it was going to be extended. Somebody said on the stream, so I don't know how true that is. Does this thing not know how to leave? Come on. Just because there's construction material, autopilot all of a sudden doesn't know what to do. Jesus. Just kind of ram things a little bit
Taking
and get out of here.
damage.
Perfect. Somebody said there was announced that it was going to be a longer than normal downtime, which should start in 3 minutes if they're on time. maybe they're gonna have a late downtime. I got 0 new stations built between last week and this week, so nothing new should be spinning up. Knots Landing? Jesus. Naming stations for old TV shows. Alright.
With your load, Baz, the aluminum on my carrier going to grab steel now, said Lord Narkowski.
Okay. Cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, look at that. Going down in 1 minute for 40 minutes. It would have been nice if they announced something like 5 minutes ago, like they usually do, that we're going to go down in 5 minutes, but it's not this time.
Warning. Frameshift
Can I get back to that system before downtime is the question.
Frameshift drive charging.
What? Oh, classic 80s soap opera? Yeah, it is.
4, 3,
Oh, dude, Devin, you should have been here during my 80s night when all the music being played was from the 80s. Actually, are you in the Discord? I don't recall seeing your name in Discord. Make sure you join if you're not. And there we go. I made it. Sweet.
They gave me the 5-min warning, said
Did they really? They did not
Devin
give me the
Askew.
5-minute warning.
Nice, said Devin Askew.
All right, kids, get some sleep. They're down 40 minutes, except for those of you in the UK. Keep working. Keep hauling.
Yup, Dakota Dark is my game and Discord name, said
Okay, cool.
Devin
cool.
Askew. Haha, made it, said Noah Price.
Good. Yeah, so I will definitely be falling asleep, or attempting to at least, by the time the game's back online. So I will be... I'm going to try and stream earlier tomorrow. I felt like I was trying to do that today, but I didn't start really even getting
Yup,
stuff ready
said
until 5 p.m.
Devin
local time.
Askew.
Yeah, thanks for the help, everybody who's helping. Thanks for the help to people that are gonna help while I'm asleep. And yeah, now that we're at like 84%, my confidence is really good at getting this thing done before I go on my trip.
Me sleep too, said
I thought
Lord
you were already
Narkowski.
sleeping, Narco. Oh yeah, Battle Vortex says to remind everybody to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And check out his channel.
Knight said Dragster. 07 said Atlas Rand. It might be done by the time you wake up, said Dragster. Okay, I'm off. Going sea
Sea
fishing.
fishing. That
said.
sounds like fun, dude. I used to do that pretty regularly. I haven't done that for years.
Said. Battle Vortex.
Yeah, good idea. Exactly. All right, Vortex. We'll catch you later as well. Evening, everybody.